Good morning, you beauties. Yes, there is a special kind of energy across South Africa, or across the globe, actually. Let's say the Southern Hemisphere at the moment. Why? Because it was a really, really big weekend. Mzansi, yes. Hulle weet, wat ons weet, no. I don't even know if I said that right, but I have no doubt. Because, yes, he did it. And I think so many people, myself included, were so nervous that our own Dricus, still Knox du Plessis, would finally meet his match in the form of Israel Adesanya in their UFC showdown this weekend. Yes, he did. He made it, and he rose above. Lorenzo Darris is here to talk us through this incredible fight, because there were moments within the moments in this fight, as there always are in a championship bout. 5 rounds, and they went to war, and I was nervous about this one. How are you feeling going into the fight? In fact, let's set the scene right now, because this added a whole lot more spice. Before we jump in to an in-depth analysis, let's take a little look at what transpired just before the fight.
The standard right now at 185 pounds is the fairly newly minted South African champion, still Knox, Dricus du Plessis. Tremendous kickboxing base, tremendous pressure style, leads the league in willpower, cardio. He's an undeniable finisher, and Dom, a lot of people point to his ability to mount MMA offense through exhaustion.
Oh, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Dricus du Plessis, you beaut.
That gives me goosebumps all over again, man.
What do you reckon? Evan's still the most dangerous man in that room, hey?
Yeah, no, definitely. And Dricus is still number 6 or number 7 in Brakpan.
Yeah.
Now. So,
number 6 is coming for you now,
Number 6 is coming for me. But let's give compliments to KB as well. I think she's got the contract for the next 10 years.
Wow.
Every national anthem needs to come from KB.
Oh, no, 100%. Can we just say, please, guys, we are talking about fighting and combat sports now. So please, if you've got kids younger than 16 who aren't comfortable and you're not comfortable in the space talking about this kind of content, please be aware we are talking about fighting right now.
Definitely.
That's our firm focus. Buddy, it kind of felt like this was going to be, or could be potentially the moment where he got found out. Highest fighter IQ in the game, and I'm talking about Israel now.
Yes.
When it comes to the stand-up, they did their homework, and it worked beautifully.
Yeah, no, we did our homework, definitely. And, you know, Dricus and his camp, absolutely amazing. Israel hasn't fought for over a year, guys. So he had a lot riding on this particular
A lot of time to prepare.
Lots of time to prepare as well. And the thing is, he felt comfortable. He looked like he came out with so much aggression. But DDP just knew how to control him at the end of the day, and that's what I love. As soon as he changed his fighting style, DDP knew how to adjust to it, and back and forth. And the difference is the fact that DDP is always ahead. Yeah. He's always on the front foot.
Yeah.
He was actually on the back foot with this fight, and it was strange for me to see that.
Because here we're dealing with Izzy, who's a notorious striker. I mean, this man is
a
fast
counter-striker.
Counter-striker. I mean, he can go in there. Dricus is obviously, his strategy was going in for those takedowns.
Yes.
But I want you to talk to me for the first 2 rounds. We saw Izzy. I mean, it almost looked like he was dominating.
Yeah.
2 rounds in, it looked like both of them were already exhausted because there was high energy output from the get-go.
Yeah.
I mean, that must have played a massive role in terms of taking that win, going for the takedowns.
No, definitely. And that was one of the tactics that I knew DDP would go for. You cannot, there's certain fighters out there, you just cannot take them on directly while standing and going punches to punches.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about the style bender, is the fact that he is so quick with those,
With that reach
with that
as well.
unorthodox and southpaw attacks that he
there's the
can
winning
do.
moment now in the fourth
And
round.
The Cook sister.
The Cook sister.
Cook sister.
I love it that it's the Cook sister. And he needed to do that. He tried to do that as well. And DDP had operation done on his nose to help with his breathing. And if you look at that fourth round, you'll see he has that extra fresh breath just to go ahead. And Izzy was out of it. Izzy didn't know what was going on around him. And I think that was the reserve energy that he was keeping. And that's the prolongness that he has with it. You also need to understand that he's taken out now 3 champions.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
And yes, someone's going to come for him now. He's got a massive target on his back. But he took out Robert Whittaker, which no one thought he would.
Yeah.
Then Sean Strickland as well. Yeah. And now Izzy, you know, the overconfidence got a bit too much. And I think sometimes you should not be cocky.
Do your homework. And we saw what Sean Strickland was able to do against Izzy just by doing his homework. And,
Yes.
and you could see DDP's team also drew some inspiration from that. Like you said, just changing into an unorthodox. His control with Izzy's reach is so incredible when combined with that speed. And I think with that overhand right, that looping right that was doing damage to Izzy, he was able to control the space between them and kind of negate
and
that
pull it back again,
attacking, which was brilliant.
Yeah.
What does this mean now? Because it feels like new territory. This was kind of put there as this ivory tower, if you will, the Adesanya that you'll never get to.
Yes.
He's now knocked that firmly off its pedestal.
Yeah.
Legacy is done. We are sorted on the legacy front, or are we? What is the next big gateway for Dricus? Because this feels like new territory now.
No, it is definitely new territory. He needs to enjoy it first. I'm hoping that the UFC doesn't call him in the next few days and say, hey, we're planning your next
Sean's
fight.
ready, let's go.
That Sean's ready. Because Sean's been speaking a lot of smack on social media about South Africa. So I'd love for Dricus to put him in his place, because he's talking about the fact that he was here more than 10 years ago. So what happens now is the fact that Izzy is still in the picture. I just feel that people are not going to believe if there's the narrative of them hating each other after seeing all the love and the respect after that. But what would happen now is having a fight in Africa.
But let's get to that now. Sports Minister Gayton McKenzie,
Yes.
he also tweeted. Let's take a look at this tweet that he sent out. And there you can see we have silently worked on it, met with UFC today in Oz, and we are close to an official announcement. We have some things to do and fix, but the fight is definitely happening in South Africa. I want to thank Dricus to Plessis management for the team assisting all the way. So here we have it. The Sports Minister, Dana White, also said, listen,
Dana
if
White
Dricus
said
takes
it
this
as well.
one, it's going to come down to Africa and South Africa. I mean, what do you
Where? Cape Town or
Yes,
Pretoria?
that's the thing, is Cape Town or Pretoria, Cape Town or Joburg, Cape Town or Sandton.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where it is. It's going to be sold out. They are going to know what we know when they get here. And we are going to put up a spectacle of note. I cannot wait. When it comes to sporting events, the closest I feel that comes to us is probably the English footballers, when I look at how much we love our sports personalities out there. And I think we will, with the help of government, with Dana White showing confidence in us, with Dricus now putting it out there that he is the best of the best in his class, we cannot wait. And we're going to all be there. We're definitely going to be all there. And I'm hoping the whole Springbok team brings him out this time around.
I have they might get in the ring with them or the cage. I have a feeling it's that kind of relationship that he is sharing at the box. I'm just going to say to you, Dricus, because we will obviously have the opportunity to bring him into studio, so you can start preparing your words. But thank you, man. Thank you for giving us this incredible moment. For me to be able to watch that fight with my son, only having slept about an hour, was one of the most magical moments of our little journey together. So to all the fighters out there wanting to break into this game, you now know what is possible. Now, we all know what Dricus, I think, has known the whole time.